So what are the pros and cons of living in Baldwin Village in Toronto? Before we get to our list of the pros and the cons, don't forget to watch the neighborhood tour video that I filmed for Baldwin Village as well, so that way you can get a complete understanding of this hidden gem of a neighborhood. This is definitely one of the most interesting, smallest neighborhoods of Toronto. So let's get straight into today's list. Before we get started, I wanted to explain where Baldwin Village is. These are the boundaries of the neighborhood. Beverly Street is on the east side, Dundas Street West is the northern border, McCain Street is on the west side, and then Grange Avenue is on the southern border of this neighborhood. A pro is definitely going to be the restaurants and the shops. So although this neighborhood only spans a few blocks, it is packed with some of the best restaurants, and there even is a few shops. Baldwin Street is definitely a hidden gem in Toronto that is a must-see because of the food options. So that's going to definitely be one of the biggest pros here. So a con is going to be parking, because one of the main challenges in this area is the parking. With narrow streets and limited parking spots, finding a place to park can be a hassle, especially during peak hours. So parking can definitely be a headache here. So if you rely on a car on your daily commute, you might want to consider alternative transportation options like subway, TTC, buses. That's usually how it is with downtown neighborhoods. It is much more easier to get around sometimes not in a car. So that is going to be a con of this neighborhood as well. Pro number 2 is going to be the location. Another highlight of this neighborhood is where it's located, which is the west side of downtown Toronto, 1 block north of Dundas Street West. It is beside a lot of other busy downtown neighborhoods like Chinatown. However, it feels like a small town within the big city, which is really nice. It's a hidden gem, as most tourists don't know about the small neighborhood and are more familiar with the surrounding neighborhoods, which is why it's sometimes overlooked, but it's definitely one you want to check out. Also, the biggest university in Toronto, which is UFT, University of Toronto, is super close, which is great for students who want to be close to the school. It's walking distance. It's honestly walking distance to a lot of great things and attractions of the city. So this is a great location. So another con for this area is that the pocket doesn't have a school. So there's no schools, but just literally around the corner. So you pretty much can count this as one of the schools. There is one right here. So they do have elementary school options, and there is other school options, honestly, that are not far away at all. For example, there is UFT, right, which is basically the most popular university here in the city. And that's literally really close. It's very, like, honestly, walking distance. I'm just saying that it's a con simply because there isn't one in the actual pocket. But this one is definitely so close that I would consider that this one is. So there you have it. Another pro is definitely going to be the affordability of this area. When you compare it to other downtown neighborhoods, prices are low to mid-range across the board. Renting here is far less expensive than some other Toronto downtown neighborhoods. So much of the area does have detached homes and townhomes, which are owner occupied, but the rest of the community has a few apartment buildings with relatively low rent options. So that's definitely going to be a big plus for this neighborhood. Which brings us to the next con, which is the limited housing options. So even though there is more affordability here, the options are very slim. There is no listings right now in this area, just so you get an idea, because at the end of the day, it is a very small pocket and homes don't go on sale here very often. So you do have to consider that. There also is no condos specifically in the pocket, but there are some options outside of this pocket directly, so like walking distance. Another pro and another highlight of this neighborhood is definitely going to be the sense of community here. Despite being in the heart of downtown Toronto, this neighborhood has managed to maintain a close-knit feeling, with residences often coming together for street festivals and neighborhood gatherings. What I love most about Baldwin Village is the sense of belonging here. Everyone knows each other and there's always something happening, so that's definitely going to be a major plus for this neighborhood. My last pro that I'm going to add to this list is simply that it is so quiet and peaceful, considering that it's a downtown neighborhood in the heart of the city. It's so interesting because it's just like a little pocket that's kind of hidden and very quiet compared to the surrounding neighborhoods, and then, you know, the surrounding major streets that are super busy. So that's definitely going to be a pro on this list. There wasn't too many cons with this neighborhood, but what can I say? It is a great downtown neighborhood in Toronto. So if you want to be in the action of the city without actually being in the action, if you know what I mean, because this place is pretty quiet, honestly, considering it's a downtown neighborhood. But this is definitely going to be the place for you. So if you're interested in looking into this neighborhood, or if you're just moving to Toronto, we can definitely help. All of our information is in the description box down below, so hit us up. And if you liked today's video, definitely hit that like button, tap that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you can get more videos like this. And if you want to see more videos like this already, we have more videos. Check this one out next. And until next time, guys, see you around the city, and God bless.